Hey everyone, it's Michelle. In today's video, I will be reviewing for you all the rest of the NIOD skincare products I have in my skincare collection. I did do a dedicated review on NIOD's Copper Amino Isolate Serum version 3 1-to-1. I'll leave a link to that in the description box down below. This video won't be as detailed because I do have 5 products to go through. NIOD is the most expensive brand that DECIEM carries, so I hope this review helps all of you out to make an informed decision as to whether or not these products are right for you. For those of you that don't know about NIOD Skincare, it's the most expensive brand under the DECIEM umbrella, the most affordable being The Ordinary, which many of us know and love. NIOD stands for Non-Invasive Options in Dermal Science. The late Brandon Troax stated that NIOD was created with only a single genetic commitment to be at the very edge of science, without regard to brands, trends, criticisms, and words. After using various NIOD skincare products in my skincare routine for over half a year, every single one of them was very easy to include in my existing skincare routine, and none of them ever compromised the integrity of my skin. All NIOD skincare products I find have very good mileage, meaning a little goes a long way. With the NIOD CAIS3, for example, I found 4 drops were more than enough for my face and neck. So that kind of minimal application applies to all the products I'm going to mention today. Another common denominator with all the NIOD skincare products I have tried is all of them are texturally very elegant. Again, very easy to incorporate in my skincare routine, enjoyable to use, and visually they all look beautiful. As mentioned, I have 5 NIOD skincare products to review. I'll leave a timestamp to each one in the description box down below so you could jump ahead to the product you're most interested in. But I'm going to be reviewing these by the order of which I would apply it in my skincare routine. So I'll start off with the NIOD SDSM2, the mist. Then it will be Pigment, Modulating Glucosides, Survival Zero, and the Bio-Lipid Concentrate Serum. Let's get into this review, starting off with NIOD Superoxide Dismutase Saccharide Mist. It is described as a daily mist targeting environmental stressors and transepidermal water loss. The concerns are for antioxidant support, the look of redness, signs of aging, and dryness. This has a beautiful watery texture. There is no fragrance when I use it. I use about 4 spritzes all over my face and neck, and I've also used it throughout the day if I needed to rehydrate my face. Frankly, when I first tried SDSM2, I didn't understand what the hype was. I felt like it was just an average mist. Lightly hydrating, provides a nice fresh feeling. It doesn't disrupt my makeup. I thought it was similar to other mists I've tried in the past. It actually wasn't until recent that I realized what the hype was about for SDSM2, and that is in regards to the signs of aging. So recently I tried to really cut back on my skincare routine, make it super minimal. One of the ways I did that was to remove the hydrating toner step. That for me is a necessary step. It still is, because it's very good at tackling the inner dryness of my skin, making sure my skin doesn't experience that uncomfortable tight feeling. I also always notice a nice plump and brightening effect from using a hydrating toner. Nonetheless, I tried to cut that step out in my skincare routine, and I just did not like what the quality of my skin looked like. It looked very depleted of moisture actually, and for the first time in a long time, dehydration lines appeared on my forehead, and I was not happy about that. I decided to spray the NIOD SDSM2 all over my face just to rehydrate my skin because, again, it wasn't feeling its best. And I noticed that the dehydration lines on my forehead subsided and my nasolabial folds did not look as emphasized or haggard. My overall complexion looked more hydrated and plump. It is for this exact reason I do find NIOD's SDSM2 differs from other mists I've tried, because it clearly did something more to my complexion than just simply adding a refreshed feel on the skin. Overall, I do recommend NIOD's Superoxide Dismutase Saccharide Mist as a multi-purpose mist. You can use it as a toner step in your skincare routine, Apply it over makeup to refreshen your skin, or use it throughout the day to rejuvenate the skin. Next NIOD skincare product for review is NIOD's Re Pigment. This is described as a multi-pathway brightening system, and it tackles the concerns of uneven skin tone and dullness. The texture of this product is watery, the color being pale yellow. There is some type of stinky scent to it. It doesn't have a pleasant scent, but it does disappear quickly after application. How I would use Repigment in my skincare routine was right after NIOD CAIS3. So I would be cleansing my face, apply the mist, CAIS3, and then Repigment. I shake the bottle lightly and apply about 4 drops to my face and neck. This is my least favorite NIOD skincare product out of the collection that I have because it just stung my face almost every time I used it. I've rotated this in my skincare routine, I don't know how many times, and there was a point where it wasn't stinging a lot, but it's still the fussiest skincare product I have from the line. Eventually, my skin did get used to Repigment, and I did notice a bright and even complexion from it. It didn't really do much for the freckles I developed on my face throughout the summer. I don't really expect it to. Actually, what reduced the amount of freckles on my face was when I switched to a high UVA protecting sunscreen. So if you're thinking about getting this in concern of freckles and just preventing their development, it didn't really do much for me. Although this has performed like it said it would, I do not recommend it, not just because it's one of the most irritating products I have used, but I feel like you could get something more affordable when it comes to maintaining a bright and even complexion. And like I said, my hydrating toner right now pretty much does that. I'm using the rest of Repigment on an H spot I have on my leg, so I'll see how that goes, and if I notice any changes, I'll be sure to update you all. But in the meantime, like I said, I don't really recommend. I think when it comes to a brightening product, you could look elsewhere. Next product I'm reviewing is NIOD's Modulating Glucosides. It is described as a dermal-friendly lipids support barrier, function to help lessen skin reactivity. The concerns it's meant for is antioxidant support, uneven skin tone, and look of redness. The texture of this is like a thin emollient lotion, almost like an emulsion, and it is a pale opaque yellow color. Modulating Glucosides does not have any added fragrance to it, but it does have a really lovely, sweet, and warm scent. How I would use Modulating Glucosides in my skincare routine would be after an active like Repigment before going in with Survival Zero. NIOD's Modulating Glucosides is my favorite product out of the bunch that I'm reviewing. I noticed the first time I used it, it had an instant soothing effect from any sensitizing active I used that day, for example, NIOD's Repigment. I also noticed when I used Modulating Glucosides more consistently with my fermented serum that my skin was always really nice and calm, even tone, and there was not a lot of redness peeking through, especially around my nose. And out of all the NIOD skincare products I've used, this is the one that I've enjoyed the most. So having said that, I highly recommend NIOD's Modulating Glucosides. It's an antioxidant soothing product that's very easy to incorporate in your existing skincare routine. I also find it perfect to use alongside any actives in your skincare routine that may cause irritation once in a while, such as tretinoin, alpha hydroxy acids, or Repigment. The fourth NIOD skincare product is NIOD's Survival Zero. This is described as a networked defense system. The concern is for antioxidant support. The texture of this I describe as a thin, watery lotion, definitely thinner in consistency than NIOD's Modulating Glucosides, and the color is a beautiful burnt orange. Just like Modulating Glucosides, this doesn't have any additional fragrance, but the scent is sweet and light. How I would apply Survival Zero is by dispensing 1 pump and massaging it all over my face and neck. This would be the last step of the NIOD skincare routine right before my moisturizer or sunscreen. NIOD Survival Zero has been my go-to gentle antioxidant serum since I discontinued L-ascorbic acid. around the time when I was starting my CO2 Fraxel laser sessions. This is my second bottle of Survival Zero. I'm almost at the end of it. It's overall been very reliable in my skincare routine. Again, very easy to use. And for the most part, I was able to use this on even my most sensitive skin days. Unfortunately, I did stop trusting this as a go-to gentle antioxidant serum because this is the product that caused a bad reaction on my face at the beginning of November. Remember when I said that my face became red, itchy, irritated, small bumps everywhere? It's from NIOD Survival Zero. I purchased 2 bottles of NIOD's Survival Zero serum last year, probably around the Slowvember sale of 2021 on DECIEM's website. That's definitely when I started using my first bottle of NIOD Survival Zero, and I did not open my second one until around June or July. So I'm well within the 6-month use of this bottle since opening it, but after that negative reaction I had at the beginning of November, I'm suspecting that this did go bad. I feel like this is one of the NIOD products you should buy one at a time, use it up, or be close to finishing it before purchasing a new one. Overall, I do recommend NIOD Survival Zero serum because it is a gentle antioxidant serum. I was able to use it after my CO2 Fraxel laser sessions without any issues. It is one of the more affordable items in NIOD's skincare lineup, so I would just purchase Survival Zero on an as-need basis. The last NIOD skincare product I'm reviewing is their Bio-Lipid concentrate. It is described as a multi-peptide formulation to improve the look of lip color, volume, and texture. The concern is for lip plumpness. The texture is that of a thin, dry oil. It has a cloudy, light green color. There is no fragrance when I apply this product. How I would apply this is I would shake the bottle lightly and apply a super tiny drop to my lips. This would be the last step of my skincare routine before I go in with makeup. For the most part, NIOD's LBLC was a for fun purchase. I was not expecting it to do a whole lot, but at the time I felt like my lips did not have a lot of color to it. It looked a little bit grayish, and I just wanted to give my lips a bit more TLC in general. LBLC is definitely a guilty pleasure because I do experience the benefits right away. I applied it before sitting down to film this video, and if you can't tell, my lips go from just a light pink dried look to something a bit more plump, a bit more colored, and the lines on my lips smoothed out. After applying LBLC, I did not put anything else on my lips, so this is my lip color as is with use of LBLC. So it's a nice light pink color from what I can see in the camera right now. And like I said before, around this time last year, my lips were a bit more grayish, more shriveled, just sad looking in general, and I find with on and off use of LBLC, it has maintained the color of my lips, the health of it, and with consistent use, as you saw after application, it does a nice job at smoothing out the lips, plumping it up, and giving it a bit more color. Do you need NIOD's Bio-Lipid concentrate? I would say no, because you can probably get the exact same effect with applying any lightweight skincare product on your lips. But I still recommend, especially during the sale, because it is fun to use and I do like the effects it gives on my lips. That is it for this review on 5 NIOD skincare products I have in my collection. Like I said, if you want to see a dedicated review of NIOD's CAIS3, I'll leave the link in the description box down below. Overall, with NIOD skincare products, like I said at the beginning of this video, were very easy to incorporate in my existing skincare routine. They never compromised the health and integrity of my skin. Aside from repigment, which did irritate my skin the most, overall my complexion looked very bright, even, healthy. If you saw my skincare routine back in June, it consisted of all NIOD skincare products, and I used them throughout the summer months consistently. So that would be SDSM2, CAIS3, Repigment, and Survival Zero, then going in with a sunscreen. The entire summer, my skin looked really nice and fresh. My drier skin type never felt like it had an uncomfortable, tight, dehydrated feeling. In the summer, I was outside all the time and going to bed really late. Mind you, I was still sleeping very well despite having such a busy schedule in the summer. Nonetheless, the consistent use of these NIOD skincare products definitely kept the health of my skin and in good condition despite eating so much gelato this past summer. As always, I hope you find content like this helpful and informative. If you did, please be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to my channel down below for future content. Leave me a comment if you've picked up anything during DECIEM's Slowvember sale, especially in the NIOD skincare line. I'd love to read about it. That is it for this video. See you all soon. Ciao.